Retired NFL star Burgess Owens was also at today's hearings. He disagrees with the take you just heard. Here's his view.
I do not believe in reparation, because what reparation does, it points to a certain race, a certain color, and it points them as evil, and points the other race, my race, as one that is not only becomes racist, but also beggars. This country has given us greatness. Look at this panel. It doesn't matter how we think. The fact is, well, it doesn't matter our color. We have become successful in this country like no other because of this great opportunity to live the American dream. Let's not steal that from our kids by telling them they can't do it.
Burgess Owens, also the author of the book Liberalism, or How to Turn Good Men into Whiners, Weenies, and Wimps, the most accurate book title ever written in the history of literature. Mr. Owens joins us tonight. Thanks a lot for coming on. I appreciate it.
Now, good talking with you again.
Thank you. Now, you are opposed to reparations for a bunch of reasons, but one of the points you make is that they are degrading to the recipients.
Yes. Yeah, and let me just say this too, because we have different types of approaches in our society, in our particular community. The bishop, for instance, we've had a chance to talk about things we have in common, the youth that we need to get together with. So we find a common bond in those areas. At the same time, we have those that are elitists. We have political elitists that hear the numbers I talked about, the fact that 75% of black boys in the state of California cannot read and write. And it does not faze them because they know about it. We have unfortunately, the real threat to the black community today is not white supremacists, it's black elitism. And as many of those on those panels, not on the panels, but those in the black caucus that have seen this misery of their policies for decades, and they do nothing about it. So it's going to come down to regular people, folks that really have a care, that empathize with with our race and our kids, and we come together. We might not come from the same exact place, but we have the same common bond, which is we need to change the trajectory of our race, help our kids to feel good about themselves. And people like the bishop and I, we have a focus already on our kids. We can do those kind of things together and still figure out a way to get past the disagreements we might have on things like reparation.
So if you're claimed to be a leader of the black community, and you hear the stat that you just rattled off, 75% African American boys in the state of California can't read or write, and you're not doing something about that, how can you call yourself a leader of your community? You can't.
And that's been our problem. We have elected for too long black elitists, problem profiteers, people that live the American dream, and then have, with no shame, turn around and tell us that we can't do the same thing. No, we're waking up, and the great thing about where we are today is we're having conversations, real conversations, not the types that are going to take us down the socialist path. That's all reparations is, by the way. For those who really dig into it, it's another form of welfare, of having people to ask for something they've never earned, and then actually be and feel entitled. If they don't give it to them, then they're going to be angry about it. So we're going to get past that part. At the end of the day, we're going to get to where we begin to understand and be blessed that we're in this country, gives us these opportunities that we do have today.
The great Burgess Owens. Thank you very much, Mr. Owens. Good to see you.
Thank you very much, Tucker.